Hey guys, it's Believe Gaga, and I'm finally back after a while. And I just wanted to say I was gone for so long again, but this is because I had finals. So I passed all my finals, and it's a new semester next week. I have a 3-day weekend. We had early release. I was out with my friends, and I got back home and I fell asleep, and it's 11:15. So I decided, since I have a 3-day weekend and I had half days, to make a review. But I didn't make them all this other week because I had to study, and I it was 166 questions for some, and then the rest are 100, and then they had like essay parts, and it was ridiculous. So that's why I was gone for so long, and I'm finally back with a review, and today I am gonna do Beyonce's Heat. So this Heat perfume on Beyonce's website. Let me read what it says. It says, "Catch the fever. Beyonce Heat is a captivating fragrance that unleashes a spirited fire within. It is a unique expression of a woman's powerful sensuality. Sexy, elegant, yet feminine with an air of mystery. This fragrance reflects a self-assured woman who is not afraid to desire and not to be desired. Who is not afraid to desire and to be desired, sorry. So this fragrance was Beyonce's first fragrance. And here it is red, and Heat Rush is orange right here, and Midnight Heat is like a dark purple, and they kind of get lighter as they go up, but it's more noticeable, I guess, in Heat Rush, but that bottle seems fluorescent and like a really bright light. And this one's like a dark woody color, which kind of reflects the notes in the fragrance. So let me read you the notes from her website. An alluring modern fragrance, Beyonce Heat embodies that compelling spirit. This floral, fruity, woody perfume features rare, sensual flowers and is both feminine and irresistible. Top notes. A radiant floral bouquet of red vanilla orchid, magnolia, and neroli, balanced with a kiss of luscious plush peach. Sorry. Heart notes. A sensual combination of almond macaroon, honeysuckle, nectar, and creme de musk. Base notes. A warm and sexy dry down a giant sequoia milkwood, tonka bean, and amber. So, this is a very heavy fragrance, but I don't say heavy like a heavy powdery, but more of almost a heavy fruity floral. But I think it's more fruitier than it is floral to me. But then those florals really do come out, and I am wearing this today. And we moved into our new house, and I have a new bus stop, and I have to wake up at like 6, and I don't get home till 6 p.m., and it's a longer day for me now, so it's good because I know which fragrances last and which one don't. And this one lasts me, and it's already like 11:20 now, so, you know, it's lasted more than 12 hours on me, and that I've always known that Beyonce Heat lasts forever, and it really clings to your skin, especially if you moisturize and if you use the lotion. It's really good. So I'm gonna spray it to show you guys. I think it's gonna fall out of my hand. So there's that. Let me air it out. Oh, and I'm sitting on this stool that I got because in my other video, I was like on my bed and I was too far, but now I got a stool. And I'm sitting in front of my dresser with all my collection in front of me, so yeah, now I'm closer. So it's very floral when you smell it at first, but you can start smelling that like sappy, thick, almost heavy, peachy fruitiness to it. And when I say heavy, I don't mean that it's heavy and everybody's gonna be like having a headache, or it's like one of those really heavy powdery Chanel perfumes, but it's more like a heavy fruity, peachy nectar-ish. And of course peach is in it, and I think that's the more dominant note. Because you can smell like the musk, and that kind of like holds it down to cling onto you a little more. And then when it dries down, it kind of stays the same throughout, but of course, it's the peach that makes it kind of stay the same throughout. Like you get a little bit of each note, but the peach is going to be your most dominant note. And it's not a peach as in Taylor Swift's Wonderstruck, but it's a fruity, almost juicy, musky peach. And I don't know how that sounds to you, but it's really nice, I think, and it lasts forever on your skin to me. And I think 4 sprays, 2 sides on each of your neck would kind of be fine for like more than a 12-hour day, because like I usually smell myself to see if the fragrance lasts by going like that, like really fast, and I kind of get like a whiff of it, and if I can still smell it, I know it lasts. So this one's like Rebelle Fleur, where Rebelle Fleur kind of has that really strong, heavy, musky flower, but this one's a heavy, musky peach scent to it. And this one I think is just really, really versatile, because I think it's good for the winter, of course, because you always want like a heavy, warm scent. And this is definitely a warm scent with like the wood and the musk and everything in there. But I think I've worn it in the summer. Like, I'll wear any fragrance any season. I don't really care if it's meant for this or that. And I feel like in the hot days, when it evaporates off your skin, I feel like it gets more of an airiness to it. And I feel like the peach nectar is like stuck on your skin, but the florals kind of come out more. And in the spring, I feel like it's kind of a mix of them, like equal. In the winter, it's really that peach nectar that's going to be stuck on you. And it's not a stuck on that it's like, oh my god, I hate it. But if you do like peach, then I guess you'll like this. And if you don't, well, maybe you can try it out and get one of these small bottles. So I have the big bottle, and I have this, I think it's a half, yeah, it's a half-ounce bottle. And I got this half-ounce, it's like the same size, just smaller, and it's pretty cool. And I got this half-ounce with a lotion, but of course, originally, I got this big bottle with this lotion, and this one came with a new lotion, because I've tried filming this video and things have been falling. Hold on. Okay. And I got it with this lotion because this was a new one, and it was like $5 at Walmart after Christmas clearance. So this is the original. So there's like maybe a fourth of the bottle left of this. No, this is the new one, and this is the new one. Like a backup, because out of all the Beyonce fragrances, it's really a tie between heat and pulse. That, I don't know, those two fragrances I think throughout the whole line are the best. And the lotion is really nice. It kind of goes on really creamy, and I don't know if you can see that, but it kind of got a little bit runny for some reason. Maybe that's because it's kind of a little old. But there you can see it kind of runs down a little. But you will see right now that, let me put it on my hands, it is very, 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 very sparkly. And when I say sparkly, like, it has a lot of glitter, which is, I guess, okay. But one of my most glittery lotions is Kim Kardashian's Glam, which will be another thing. But they're kind of orange sparkles. It kind of has a lotiony smell, like a typical, I want to say like St. Ives and stuff, like that lotion smell. But the heat smell kind of comes out very soft and sensual, and it's not really, like, you still smell the peach in the lotion because that's the most dominant note. But you can kind of smell like a watered down piece of it, and I think it's like the macaroons and stuff, just like, and the musk kind of giving it like a almost watery scent to the peach, but it's like not watered down that it smells bad, but it's just watered down in the sense of like it's faint, but like it's a lingering scent. And I don't know if you can see it on my hand, but let me try to flash a light on my hand. Maybe you can see it better. But I don't know if you can see him because it's kind of on a stand right now, my phone, that I'm recording. But there is a pretty good amount of sparkles, which is, I guess, pretty cool. And this lotion is pretty hydrating, I guess. But I think the most hydrating lotion out of her line is the one for Midnight Heat, which I think was really good. And another thing that you can get from Pulse Heat and Heat Rush, and I think eventually Midnight Heat will come out, is this it's basically a spray lotion because it has as much sparkles as a lotion, just I think a little more. And I'm almost done with it. And I usually spray this on my clothes when I go to like a concert because it kind of makes the smell linger, but I don't know, it's like covered in glitter. And when I go to a Pink concert or a Kesha concert, and I'm gonna go to Lady Gaga's in July, the art rave, so I'll probably be spraying this all over my shirt just to sparkle because I don't know, it's pretty cool. And this one is really strong for a body spray. Like, I think Heat is the strongest scent out of her collection. So as you can see, I'm almost done with it. And I actually got this for free at Walmart because it was, I think, on clearance last year, and I had a $5 off coupon, so it was $5. So I think because she did the coupon before the transaction or something, like it came out free, and the lady was kind of like, "What? It's like $0," and I was like, "Oh, it's free." And I thought I'd have to pay like $1 of tax, like $5.81, but it it was free, so that was pretty cool. And I got my mom the Heat Rush one, which is orange. It's like an orange liquid because this one's like gold, so it's golden red, and the other one's like orange and like that fluorescent orange color. So this one's pretty cool, and it has a lot of sparkles, and it smells exactly like the fragrance, just more like the lotion. Like it has that watered down, faint, lingering scent, but this one's gonna last you like really long. Like you wouldn't have to spray the perfume if you had this on. You can just spray this on you, or if you have the lotion, if you don't want that strong of a lingering scent. But both of these have sparkles in them, and of course your fragrance does not. But I think Heat, being Beyonce's first fragrance, is really, really like amazing because it just lasts forever. And it's really sappy and warm. And it's very diverse, I think, with temperature if you play with it. And then, of course, you have your half ounces, you have your 1 ounces, your 1.7s, and your 3.4s. So I have Heat Rush in a 1.7, Midnight Heat in a 1, which is a gift from my friend. So these are the 4 sizes that you can get. So, I don't know. I was going to hold them up right, but here is... See, everything is falling. Here's your half ounce, your 1 ounce, and your 1.7 ounce, which, I mean, okay. So there's a diverse packaging, kind of standard in a way, like, there's always going to be half ounces and 1.7s and, like, medium bottle, that's what you want to call it, but I think Beyonce's line is pretty well done, because Heat Rush is really nice, I liked it, just that it's kind of weak, and I feel like it is a rush, but I think it was too, like, it doesn't compare with the rest of her line, because in my opinion, Heat was the best starter. And then Heat Brush was kind of like, it was nice, but with the longevity, it wasn't that great. Even though it's like the best fragrance, but I guess all good things must come to an end, and with Beyonce, you just never want it to end. And then I think Midnight Heat was really like sensual and powdery, and Pulse was just a burst of like a citrus vanilla, which was really good. And it's always between Pulse and Heat with me, but I think I would always go back to Heat because it's just warm and sappy and heavy and clingy, and I kind of like that because it kind of gives you like an aura of fragrance, which I think is pretty well done. And it's just a pretty nice fragrance. And Beyonce, like, I think if any of your fragrances ever go discontinued, this one has to stay on the market forever. Like, this is your best fragrance, in my opinion, Beyonce, besides Pulse, but I think out of all of them, I'll choose Heat. And sometimes it depends, but I think Heat's the only one that I just love out of your whole collection. And I don't know, Beyonce, you did really amazing with this one. And I had the shower gel, but that one finished. And it has little beads in it, almost like the Heat Rush one. Oh, I don't have it here. I thought I did. But there's like little beads and it's like exfoliating and Heat Rush has them, but it's called energizing, I believe. But I think as an exfoliator, it doesn't do the job well because there's not as much beads. And I feel like when you rub the beads in, they don't exfoliate. They kind of just, I think it's just like an extra burst of fragrance. But what I like about her shower gels is that they really smell like the fragrance, first of all. They really cling to your skin, and it fills the shower up with a nice light scent. Like Heat, of course, if you kind of use some warmer water, it'll like really like flourish. Heat Rush, like it really bursts out there. Pulse is like kind of medium, and Midnight Heat is kind of like it's kind of a faint, lingering, almost sexy scent. And what was the other ones? Um, like Pulse Summer Edition didn't have one. I don't know if Pulse NYC will have one sometime in the future because I don't think that's the limited edition scent. Except here in San Antonio, I have not seen Pulse NYC or Pulse Summer Edition. And I only saw the Mrs. Carter Heat World Tour Edition at Walmart, and those are like the tiny, tiny bottles which my mom bought. And I kind of wanted a big bottle when I saw it on Amazon, but then the last one was sold, and kind of disappointed about that. But at least I have Heat because that's the one fragrance I like cannot live without. And I kind of wish she did a rollerball for it because I think she did pencil sprays. I'm not even crazy and just imagining it. But it's like her best scent, and I know I'm so repetitive right now. But yeah, and that was my review on Beyonce Heat.